Good afternoon. We're here to celebrate a great moment for these two young men. First of all, I'm going to recognize and let Arrington Farrar come up and speak. I've had the opportunity to know Arrington since he was about 8 years old. I met him at the Woodward football camp. I knew he was a tough, mean kid by the way he bullied all the older kids. Arrington's talents flourished in the middle school and continued as a ninth grader. He was one of the few ninth graders to play in every varsity game. As a sophomore, he was in the top 5 leading tacklers on the team. His sophomore season also opened the door for him to have scholarship opportunities from Stanford, South Carolina, Duke, Vanderbilt, Wisconsin, Boston College, and many, many more. Without further ado, I'm bringing up Arrington Farrar.
He said I was top 5, I was 3rd, so I did tackles. I'd like to start off with a few thank yous. I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. My dad, right here, who had to do a lot of convincing to get me to play football. He even had to sneak me to practice sometimes when my mom wouldn't want me to practice. My mom was afraid I was gonna get hurt, as much of a bully I was when I was a little kid. Some of y'all know. I also like to thank my mom for giving me birth, having the chance, just carrying me around for 9 months, putting up with me, my hugs. I got a tackle when I hug. She won't hug me. She hasn't hugged me since Saturday. I'm gonna get a hug right now. And I'd like to thank my stepdad, Mr. Rod, who's pretty much driven me all over Georgia just so I can play football at camps anywhere. I drive up to Alpharetta every day so I can play in 4th through 6th grade. I'm up his school. I'd like to thank all my brothers, all of y'all, my biological brothers, my stepbrothers, my biological brother AJ, who can't be here today, he's got quizzes. My stepbrothers, Corey and Chase, who y'all don't know, but they put up with me too. My family, my non-biological brothers, Quincy Wolf, who's I've known since I was like 3. Zeno, Theo, my fault. Pretty much my whole football team, Nate, Brandon, Rethan. Pretty much if you over there, y'all my family, all right? So, y'all know I love y'all. I say it every day in the hallways. I give y'all hugs. So, I'd like to thank Coach Brennan, Coach Davis, for taking me on my first recruiting trips and getting me the exposure I needed just to get the offer that I wanted and all the offers that I really wanted. I'd like to thank Coach Vandegrift. I don't know if he's here, but he likes to call himself my accountability partner in life. So he's there when I mess up, and he's there to chew me out whenever I need it. And yeah. I'd like to thank all these families, some of which are here. I'd like to thank Thompsons, the Wolves, the Cullys, the Williams, the Greshams, the Phillips, the Moores, the Deerings, the Halls, the Freemans, the Watkins. Everybody else whose house I've been to. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. I still love y'all. Thank you for being my second set of parents, my second family, my home away from home. And Corinne and Adrian who skipped class to get here. I just like a few mentors in my life. Jeez, hold on, I'm crying. My 9th grade English teacher, Machine, some of y'all may know. Miss Harris, who took care of me in preschool. Miss Keaton, my 4th grade homeroom teacher. Miss Parker, my 5th grade English teacher. Coach Wilsey, Mrs. Smith, the counselor in middle school. Everybody at Mount Pisgah. I mean, if you're watching, thank you. Y'all great to me, especially Miss Brown for making me cookies all the time. I'd like to thank my Uncle Cliff, showing me that basketball is not for everybody. I'd like to thank my Uncle Galen, who's over there right now, for keeping me straight, being the funniest man I know. My cousin Dee Dee, who's up in South Carolina watching me. Chew, my cousin Chew. Jonathan Perry, I call him Chew. Always have my back. My Aunt Tracy, for always keep me grounded. And, dude, I'm gonna cry. Oh my goodness. I like to thank my grandparents, Popsy, Grandma Dig, Grandma Furlough. My grandma couldn't be here. I'd like to thank my cousin Kubi, Dr. Perry, with the Morehouse, great guy, just a great mentor. I'd like to thank cousin Plummer for always being shorter than me and making me feel good. I thank all my teammates for being my family, all y'all, the whole Woodward community, for having my back on everything. You know I get annoying sometimes, and y'all gotta give me subtle hints to go away. But I love all y'all, no matter who you are, even Bakari. I also like to thank all the schools that offered me, especially South Carolina, who was my first offer. And when I got my first offer, he's gonna tell you I cried, but I didn't. I fell over and I covered my face, so I thought I was crying. And I was like on the ground for a good 5 minutes. I couldn't believe what happened. And if you did see me in the cafeteria that day, you saw I was bawling in the cafeteria, hugging on Jamil and all them, and everybody who I saw. Jesus. I chose to end my recruitment early because I made up my mind it wasn't gonna change. It wasn't gonna change. Academics were the most important thing for me and myself and my family when making this decision. I wanted them to be a great school academically first, and then secondly, I wanted them to be able to win ball games. So it came down to Vanderbilt, Stanford, and Georgia Tech, if you didn't know. The main reason I chose the school I chose is because it's the only school that can say it's a top 5 school academically and a top 5 school on the field. Should have fixed that. When I visited the school, I immediately fell in love with the campus and all the coaches. Even got to meet some of the players. They all seemed just like me. Hilarious. But with that being said, I'm here to officially announce my commitment to Stanford University.